There's Foggy.
How you doing, mate? It's just what we wanted.
This looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, good morning. I hope you can see me okay. I'm in the Lake District for the weekend, and I come down for the Thumbs Up Photography meetup that was 2 days ago. It's Monday now, and I thought to myself, well, let's make the most of the conditions. And boy, have we got the conditions. Look at it, it's beautiful. Come to Manistee Park Wood, just at the south end of Derwentwater. Came here back in, I think it was April this year. Never been before, and it's a beautiful place, it really is. But I've never had these sort of conditions here. We did come here yesterday, but it was foggy in places, but I wouldn't call it full-on fog, but we have got that this morning. So I'm very excited to get down in the woodland and see what we can capture. So we didn't actually go down into Manistee Park Wood. I said to Dave when we got here, I says, should we just go down this different path? And I think we're at a place called Brandlehow. And I'm glad we did. It's beautiful. I had no idea this pier was here. But as we came around the corner and obviously saw it, with this fog we've got, it was like, wow, it looks stunning. So yeah, I've gone for a shot here incorporating this tree, sort of arching towards the pier. And obviously with the mist that we've got, there's absolutely no background at all. It just looks really ethereal. I am going to get very heavy-handed in Photoshop, more heavy-handed than I'd normally like to, and remove some trees on the right-hand side and the left-hand side here and just make it really quite minimalist. So it's just about the pier and the tree. Now I've had to take this at quite a wide focal length. I think I'm at just shy of 20 mil. So that is causing some distortion to the pier, but I should, with some of the tools that I've got, potentially DxO or Photoshop, be able to fix those that distortion a little bit, hopefully. And it should work out to be a really nice image. Definitely not my sort of image that I'd normally take, but this is beautiful, it really is. And then you can't see it, but just behind you there's a lovely woodland set amongst the side of this hill here. So this fog sticks around, hopefully we could do what I planned to come and do this morning, which is actually do some woodland photography. But it just goes to show you come to a location, sometimes you just got to adjust. And obviously I had no idea this pier was here, and it was just begging to be shot. What I am going to do is I'm going to put this on screen, and I am going to frame up a classic simple shot of the pier with that expanse of nothingness. Just a real nice simple scene. So I'll put this one on screen and then we'll talk you through that.
Despite the heavy processing, I actually really like this image. It's very different to my normal style of photography, but there's something quite ethereal and quite magical looking about it. I actually processed this using DxO PhotoLab 9 and DxO Nik Collection 8, specifically using silver effects in Nik Collection 8 to achieve that really nice silvery effect to the image with a slight hint of a blue tone to the image, just adding to that sort of air of mysteriousness to the image. In some upcoming episodes, I'll show you how I use these tools to edit these images. So now would be a really good time to subscribe to the channel and be notified when I upload those episodes. But in the meantime, if you're interested in learning more about DxO, I'll put a link in the description below. And if you're interested in purchasing any of the applications on DxO's website, use the offer code MartinH15 to get 15% off your order.
So I started to walk down to the pier to try and get that sort of simple shot of just the pier. But then I thought to myself, well, actually, maybe this will look quite nice with the tree kind of just cut off at the top sort of corner, if you like, just arching over the pier. And actually I framed it up and it looks really nice on the back of the camera. I'm at a more zoomed in focal length here of 24 mil, and it's just a lovely scene, it really is. The good thing with this, I won't need to do any Photoshop trickery to remove any trees because it's all self-contained within the frame. There's a couple of rocks that I'm not too happy with in the scene, very easy to remove those. But yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful shot. So put this one on screen, and then I will now go and get that simple one of the pier leading out to nothingness. It's a classic shot that's been done many times at many different piers, but it's not in my repertoire. So while I'm here and I've got these conditions, I've got to shoot it, haven't I? And I will get in the woodland, I will. So I have now framed up the classic shot for the pier that I had no idea was here. Yeah, I mean, it's just a simple shot. So I'm not going to labour this too much, but I've actually gone for 16:9 crop because it's just massive expanse of sky. It's just a bit too much. And I've placed it in such a way, I've come forward a bit to make sure that the branch that you can see up here is not encroaching into the frame. And yeah, I've just walked forward and back a little bit just to make sure I've got some nice separation on these pillars along the jetty. And yeah, it's really quite nice. Just making sure I've got a nice equal gap at the bottom here from the bottom of the sort of these pillars and the sky at the top, just to give some nice balance to the scene. And yeah, it's quite nice. I think the jetty itself is not naturally perfectly straight, and there is a slight twist to it looking on the back of the camera, but it's good enough. It's good enough. So I'll pop this one on screen for you now. And yeah, I'm really itching now to get into the woodland because that's what I'm here for. And the colours are beautiful, the fog is beautiful, and it's just a fantastic place to be. It really is. So I'm going to pop this on screen for you and get myself into my happy place. Now, I said to myself I wasn't going to go and steal Dave's image. I had to, unfortunately. Sorry, Dave, but it's just lovely. This oak tree here with these beautiful colours on it, the branches arching over there, the contrast, obviously, the oak against the pines. It just looks magical. It really does. The conditions we've got as well, it's just begging to be shot. So I have taken a shot. I've placed the oak on the left-hand third. There's some rocks and there's like a sort of tree stump on the bottom right, just giving a bit of something to that sort of vast floor of nothingness, which is really quite nice. And I've positioned the oak in such a way that it's actually hiding a pine that's directly behind it, because that could look quite messy. And just making sure I've got some separation in those straight sort of stanchions, if you like, of the pine trees behind. And the fog's just doing the rest. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Gonna head over that way, I think. I had a look over there a short while ago. There wasn't really much going on. But if I head over that way, I'm sure we'll find some nice images. Let me pop this one on screen for you. Okay, so just been chatting to Dave, and he's been photographing a tree looking sort of this way, and it looks really quite nice on the back of his camera. I'm not going to steal it though, no, bad Martin. But we have found this scene here. Actually, we walked down this path earlier. There's these stairs twisting round up into the beyond, and you've got this this Scots pine here, I think it is, arching over it really quite nicely, and you won't work it out on this camera, but there's a sort of fallen twisted silver birch which has got some lovely little golden medallions on it. Love that term. It just sort of anchors that left hand side of the image. I've positioned it in such a way that there's this sort of shale path going down from sort of right down to left here, which looks really quite messy, so I've angled the camera up a bit, and I've just made it all about the stairs here, the Scots pine on the right hand side, the silver birch on the left, and then sort of these branches up the top here, which look really quite nice. Sort of, well, actually one of the branches looks like it's broken, but it's all sort of jagged and sort of, yeah, it looks like something out of a horror scene. And the fog that we've got is just adding that extra sort of element of sort of mystical and it's just lovely. It really is. So yeah, the fog isn't showing any signs of dissipating anytime soon. So just trying to fill my boots while I can. This is stunning. Pop it on screen for you. So myself and Dave split up a bit now. He's gone up over the hills over that way, and I thought I'd take a left from where we just were. And I framed up a shot here, which is not my usual type of woodland shot, if you like. And it's a gate we came through earlier. And with the fog we've got, and obviously this arching sort of autumn colours over the gate, I just think it's a nice scene. I'm shooting at just over 70mm, so I've come back a little way and just made some separation of the trees each side lining the gate here. I don't think it's going to be the best shot of the morning at all, but yeah, still one to grab while you're here. So I'm going to pop this on the screen for you and yeah, see what I can find. The fog is sort of ebbing and flowing as it does. It's actually thickened up a little bit at the minute, but then there's little bits where it just sort of clears out a little bit. So just reacting to that really. It's just a beautiful morning, it really is. We've been here all weekend. We've had some great conditions at the River Brathay. Okay conditions at Manistee Park yesterday, but then this morning is fantastic. Yeah, the birds are having a fight by the sounds of it. So anyway, I'll pop this on the screen for you, and let's get some more shots. I've got about 40 minutes left, so just want to try and get as much as I can. So this vlog is going to be an absolute mess, a hot mess. I ain't really thought about B-roll a great deal, to be honest with you, but yeah, glad you come along with me, and I do hope you enjoy the images. This is a good example. When you're walking through woodland, it's always a good idea to keep looking back on where you've come from, because you might see something that you didn't actually realise was there the first time. And the gate I was just shooting is just 50 yards that way. And I come back on myself and I noticed this pine tree here, quite a dominant one on the sort of right hand side of the frame. And it's really quite nice. You've got these branches coming out, arching over this silver birch here that actually I shot earlier with those stairs leading up. It's a nice scene, it is. There are some issues. You've got quite a lot of the sky here in the frame, but with the fog that we've got, it kind of is diffusing that a little bit. But yeah, I think it's going to work out to be quite a nice shot. And then I just noticed as well when I was framing it up, there's you won't see it on here, but there's a spider web up there that's catching this morning dew. And it is actually just in the frame. I don't know if it's going to be a significant point, but it's just a nice little extra element, isn't it? You know, if you were to get this printed out, it's one of those photos you go, oh, I didn't notice that before. Just a little bit of extra interest. So yeah, it's a good shot, I think. It's the light's actually quite nice because there's a big open bit here. It's just filtering through. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'll pop it on the screen for you. I am hand holding this because just down there is a slight fall to my death. It's not that bad, but yeah, I'll pop this on screen for you. It's another example here of why you should always look back, because that same shot I was photographing a moment ago was just 10 feet that way. And I've got a scene here which I'm really not sure about. It's definitely not my normal sort of scene. But you've got this sort of implied path. It's just where it's worn out slightly, sort of erosion, sort of sweeping down here to those steps that we were photographing earlier. And it's all about the silver birch again with these golden medallions. It just looks beautiful. I placed that on the top right hand third. I'm actually using 16mm on my widest lens here, and I've actually got these Scots pines in as well, just adding the extra element to the scene. Obviously the fog then just dissipates into the background. I'm not sure about this one, it just feels a bit messy, but I think with a bit of processing it could look all right. But yeah, I'm still not sure about this image. I've been doing this for quite a while now, and generally I find if I'm not sure out in the field, it doesn't normally translate to a great image. But there have been a handful of times when I've had to eat my own words, because actually it's turned out to be quite a nice image. But yeah, still not sure about this one anyway. But anyway, I will edit it and I will pop it on the screen. Obviously something caught my eye. Whether it works or not is a completely different matter. Here's this shot. Right, this could be my favourite shot of the morning, and it's lovely. You've got this oak tree in the immediate foreground here, which is catching some lovely, quite soft golden light coming in from the lake just there, and that looks absolutely stunning. I'm placing that on the right hand third, and beyond it, just on the right hand side, there's a massive pine tree. Again, catching that lovely golden sunlight, and there's another oak just behind this immediate foreground one as well. It's really, really nice. Now on the floor here as well, there's these little bits of dead bracken as well, which have got some lovely rich golden colours. And it's just a really sort of nice autumnal looking scene with some beautiful side light just filtering in through the canopy here. And also there's this these fallen logs as well that got this moss growing on them. It's all just come together really, really quite nicely. Really happy with this. I'm shooting at quite a wide focal length. I'm shooting at 70mm. And it is causing the background to go slightly out of focus, but I don't mind that with the mist that we've got. It just adds to that sort of feeling of that sort of etherealness. And it's really quite painted on the back of the camera. I'm so happy with this image. Yeah, let me pop it on screen. I'm running really short on time. I've got 15 minutes to get back up the hill, and I've got 15 minutes to get back to the hotel. So it's probably going to be the last shot, unfortunately. Gutted, because I could spend all day here. It's beautiful, it really is. Oh, mornings like this don't come very often, but when they do, it makes all of it worth it. It's beautiful, I absolutely love it. Anyway, here's this shot. Right, that's it. My time is unfortunately up. I have to get back to the hotel to check out for 10 AM and help the wife pack the car, and then hopefully get a nice breakfast somewhere. But I've really, really enjoyed this morning. Sorry it's been a bit sort of all over the place. But yeah, I'm running very short on time, but I had to try and make the most of these conditions. It's just lovely. And it's a place I'll definitely come back to. It does go to show that I'm sure there are some much better images here, but it does go to show that it really does help to know a location. So this is a place I'll be coming back to time and time again, just to try and really get a feel for the area and try and improve on my woodland photography. But thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please hit the like button. And if you've really enjoyed it, it would really help if you subscribe to the channel. I think I looked at some stats recently, and only I think about 20% of viewers that watch my videos actually subscribe to the channel. So yeah, if we can try and convert the rest of those into subscribers, it will really help the channel, pushes the algorithms on YouTube and gets this content out to more people. I do really appreciate everyone's support. But from me here in this beautiful location, I'll see you soon.